Hey everyone, I believe we actually have to try really hard as a nation to understand how big and diverse this country really is. Our majestic kingdom stretches from the Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean, harmonizing northward to the Arctic Ocean. This is something we must pay tribute to, and this is something we must be sure of. I will initiate a proposal for providing the means and demands for Canadians to travel anywhere within our great nation in easy and efficient fashion. Did you know that there are no commercial train tracks that even enter into our great territories? This is a form of exclusion and segregation within our Canadian infrastructure. I understand that the train is not always the first choice for some people. However, the train symbolizes Canada's unification. In 1867, the year of Confederation, a major goal of the newly formed government was to lay a transcontinental railway connecting both coasts of Canada, over 6,000 kilometers of track. British Columbia actually entered into Confederation in 1871 with the sole condition to have a railway connecting to eastern Canada. In 1886, a train crossed Canada from Dalhousie Station in Montreal of eastern Canada with the destination of Port Moody in western Canada. It took less than 20 years after planning the goal to connect east and western Canada to actually complete construction. What a remarkable achievement and display of cooperation. This was pivotal for the development of Canadian infrastructure and the Canadian nation. My friends, it is pivotal we jump ahead to the 21st century and understand that Canadian train tracks are the connecting veins for the heart of the country to beat harmonic rhythms of solidarity and unity within our great nation. To get tracks laid across the territories, my government would tend to legality issues about jurisdictions between provinces and territories. I would propose subsidizing part of the project's costs to the House of Commons. Via Rail would have to be willing to commit to a large and expensive project. I would publicly present a detailed plan our government can agree on, which would outline our resources our government can offer Via Rail Corporation to broaden their objectives by expanding railways across our great territories. This initiative is an approach to unite the entire Canadian infrastructure by laying tracks to allow effective travel to our territories, which are already lacking basic infrastructure. I propose we extend the train from Churchill in northern Manitoba northbound to Rankin Inlet, Nunavut. From this coastal city, we can lay tracks westward to the capital of Northwest Territories, Yellowknife. From Yellowknife, we can expand two ways. One set of tracks can be laid northwest up to Inuvik, and the other set of tracks can be laid west of Yellowknife, around Great Slave Lake, all the way into Yukon Territory to Whitehorse. The tracks that go up to Inuvik can come south through Dawson City into Whitehorse. From Whitehorse, we can connect tracks to those which are already laid to Prince Rupert, BC. This would expand and include our territories into our greater Canada's infrastructure. I propose tracks be laid to Rankin Inlet and Inuvik because it opens our opportunity for opening Arctic seaports. The timeline of this construction of connection is to have these tracks laid within 10 years. I know this is an optimistic goal to lay thousands of kilometers of track in such a short time, but I base this optimism on the momentum of Canadian unity and prosperity fueled by cooperation in the House of Commons. This is my proposal for the expansion of our Canadian railroad system. While I have my map up, I will show you where we should have at least 2 classes of our naval fleets by our shores to protect Canadian sovereignty and to enhance national security. I'd place naval fleets off coast of Halifax, off the coast of Newfoundland, going up to the coast of Labrador. I would also place our naval fleets around Killinique Islands in Quebec in North Labrador. I'd also place fleets from Baffin Island all the way up to Devon Island. I would also place naval fleets around Ellesmere Island. Going around Ellesmere Island, we can have fleets protecting Queen Charlotte Island all the way down to Banks Island. From Banks Island, we can also have fleets in Mackenzie Bay, right there. On the Pacific coast, I would have Canadian naval fleets posted around Queen Charlotte Island. Also off of Vancouver Island. And lastly, I would place some naval fleets in Vancouver. I will post links to the websites I use for references in conducting this proposal. I also wanted to say it's nice to meet a lot of young leaders, and I think this is a great opportunity given to us by CBC to voice our ideas about strengthening Canada, and we have all stepped up to the mound as leaders of tomorrow. So I just want to say we should pat ourselves on the back and relish in this great contest. Thanks.